You got it. What do you?
The thing is, I saw a window of opportunity. I knew what I needed to do, and I took action. I didn't even delay. I was like, this is perfect. I'm going to go into this and make the sacrifices needed in order to be able to execute at the pace that I want to. And I knew that I only had such a big window of opportunity to be able to write out my plan, master it, understand it, dissect it, and how I'm going to go about it. Because I knew we were only going to be in quarantine for a few months. So that was my window of opportunity. So I knew that in that few months, I had to max out everything that I could so that I came out ready to go with no delayed response.
Right. And I think that right now I'm seeing a lot of people using the holidays as an excuse now. What is it with holidays?
Well, here's the thing. If it's not holidays, it's birthdays. If it's not birthdays, it's another holiday that's in the middle of the year for, specific religions. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's a vacation, whatever.
Now, I didn't bring this up as an example, okay? You don't know this. Last Friday, I may have said something. Last Friday, my godmother, and godparents raised me, my godfather died a year ago in January, February, not because of COVID, right before COVID. And then Friday, my godmother, I didn't know this, went in the hospital, had a heart attack. I'm sharing this with you for a reason. Now, she's up in Seattle. She's like my mom raised me. I've told you the story, right? I get this call from my sister from Facebook, right? She doesn't know my new number or whatever. And I'm like, okay, she never calls. One of my sisters never calls. I said, something's wrong. Well, she went at 2 a.m, had a heart attack. And that was Iris's birthday, Friday. We already had plans, right?
That.
All this stuff with events planned and business. I had all this stuff to do. I still did it with enthusiasm. I knew that was a pressing issue on my heart. And I'm not saying be cold-hearted. I have empathy. Here's what I said. How is she doing? She's stable. I called her.
Oh, you did tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did tell me. You texted me that.
Yeah, and she's doing great. Her heart's about 25%, maybe 30 now or 40, but she's in great spirits, great attitude. They sent her home. And I'm not getting on a plane because she's okay, but I have stuff to do, but I will make it up there eventually, right? You okay?
Yeah, good. Wrong pipe.
Wrong pipe. I think what I'm saying is there's always going to be challenges and obstacles. I'm not saying not to be empathetic towards a family member.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second because you just nailed something that every single other person would actually use as a reason. And at the end of the day, any legitimate reason is still an excuse. If there's something that stops you from doing another thing, it's an excuse. No matter how legitimate the reason it is, it does end up being an excuse. Now, yes, to some degree, some are a little bit more cold than others. In this case, with what you said, yes, most people would look at that as, damn, Davrick, you're fucking cold. So your business and this came first over that. And it's like, no. It's just that there wasn't an urgency for you to jump on a plane and take off. If there was an urgency, it would have been a different story.
Right. And they wouldn't let anybody in because of COVID to see her.
You can't.
And so we sent her flowers, and I talked to her on the phone. I'm going to call her again today. The point is, I'm not laying down, dying on the ground. I have to move forward in life. I have kids I have to take care of. I have responsibilities. I have clients. I have business. I got to move to the next level. But I don't let that stop me because, hey, let me ask you a question. You still got to eat. You still got to take a shit. You don't stop that because somebody in your family is going to die or well, she's not going to die now, but you are you with me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's my body. I have to. Well, you have to perform. You have to have that mentality that I have to perform, not, I don't feel like performing today. That's why you're failing.
Well, you remember not long ago, I was talking about picking and choosing where and when you show up. It's the same thing as, I don't remember, did we talk about that? I feel like we did, but the same thing applies right now with selective urgency. You can't pick and choose when and where you want to be urgent. Like, that doesn't make any sense, especially when it comes to your business life, because if you have this selective urgency because of your fucking feelings, then you're literally going to kill your fucking life off. And I don't mean literally, because your business and everything else in your life is going to start dying out because all of a sudden that sense of urgency is now chosen when you want to activate it and when you don't, because you're going to allow your feelings to take more precedence over what's more important.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I told somebody recently on the phone, I said, you need to forget your feelings for a second. And they took it personal. They were hurt. I said, no, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. You're trying to go from A to Z, right? But you're caught up in because of how you feel. Nobody gives a fuck how you feel because corporate America, nobody cares about you. Nobody's going to take care of you. So I said, you got to, I didn't say fuck your feelings. I said, you got to forget your feelings right now.
You're a nice guy.
That's insensitive. You hurt my feelings. That's what I'm talking about. How can I hurt your feelings when it's not about me? It's about you getting your shit together and moving forward.
People like to remove facts and logic over emotion when it's supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to remove emotion and look at the facts and the logic behind anything. Because emotion, unless it's emotional motivation to do something great,
right?
That's the only time emotion and feelings do matter. Like feelings of like, I want to retire my mother, for example, because of an illness she has and she can't work anymore, for example. So that would be an emotional motivator. But if you have feelings where you're having a pity party, you don't feel good, today's just not one of those days, it's a gloomy day, so you're gonna choose to not be urgent about the things that have to get done and your tasks at hand. Well, guess what? You're gonna lose everything that you fucking worked your ass off for also.
And I'm glad you said that. So Monday I had a call. Met a guy in the gym. Great guy. He's an investor. The gym we work out at.
Yep.
Powerhouse in Las Vegas. And his niece is in the same line of work, different vertical, but same line of work, right? He goes, yeah, I'm trying to get her motivated. I said, you can't motivate somebody. That doesn't work. Motivation is overrated. Okay? So are you with me?
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about. So I talked to her on Monday. I'm talking. I said, what are you doing with your plans? This is what you need to do. Oh, I'm really motivated now. I said, you shouldn't be motivated now. You should be excited about yourself and moving forward, regardless of talking to me. You're just afraid to step over the line. You're stuck in this little security blanket, and you don't want to make the next move. I said, do you need to do this, this, and this?
Okay, you ready for this? Because I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you.
No. Go ahead, man.
High achievers and high performers do not use motivation. Motivation is way off our scale at this point. If you're trying to be a business owner, if you're trying to be successful in any category of life, there's no more motivation anymore. Motivation is literally when you're just getting your feet wet and you have this compelling reason of wanting to do something you're passionate about. That's where the motivation is. But once it comes to a level of performance and urgency and high scaling, there's no more motivation. If you still need motivation, you want to be motivated, or you want to have motivation for the day to go perform, then you're going to fail. People don't understand. They think you always have to be motivated in order to climb these high levels, and that's not how it goes. Every high achiever will tell you, I don't need motivation anymore. I just know what I need to do, and I know what my vision is, and my vision is not debatable. It's not up for negotiation. I know what I have to do. I know how long it's going to take me, and I just have to execute. And that's all it is. There's no more motivation. Motivation is still feelings.
And never get comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I'm on edge. I want that next revenue stream.
Right.
I'm focused to get to the next revenue stream. I don't like where I'm at. Sean, I know that. Now, to most people, you're like, oh, man, you're doing really well. You're really so. Not for me, because I'm not easy. I'm uneasy where I'm at. I want to get to the next level. So I'm trying to get this to one level so I can get A, B, C, and D to the next level. And so is that your motivation? No, that's it's not a want. I need to. I have to, because I can't sleep at night with what I'm doing. Because what I need to accomplish in life, this does not accomplish it in life, this revenue. Right? Does that make sense?
Well,
you can't, I don't have fuck you money.
Well, here's the thing. Anyone who makes $500,000 or more knows that at that point, any higher that you want to climb from $500,000 up, there is no more emotions and feelings involved. There can't be. At that point, it's all about scaling, strategizing, the right team, the right players, the right hustlers, the right vision, and execute on your plan. And that's it. If you have to get a mentor or coach, okay, great. And if you do, you have to make sure, as you heard me say this before, you have to execute at the speed of instruction. If you don't, then you're going to have delayed results, and delayed results can actually be unmotivating and slow you down.
Right.
And you know what I want to say, because you said something about going up to the next level. Let's say, and every single one of my clients hear this. In whatever category someone's hired me for, everybody has heard me say this. And I probably talk about this, I don't know, at least 20 times a week with various phone calls. If, let's say, like in my programs, let's say for me to get you to point A to point D, it's a 10-step process, right? Let's talk about business, for example. Let's say you get to D and you've done the whole 10 steps. And at D, in business, your money's good, the team is good, you love where you're at, and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm cool right here. I'm good with the money I'm making. I don't really care to make more, because some people are okay with, they're totally happy with a certain number. Well, once you start coasting at that pace, if it took you 10 steps to get there, then you need to keep doing that same 10 steps. If you want to scale and go past that marker, now we have to look at the next 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So now you got to do 15 steps a day to get to that next level. However, you can't get to that level and say, okay, I'm good right here, but now because I like the money and it's coming in, I want to do 6 steps today. The moment you start doing less than what got you to the first point is when the universe will start taking shit away from you, because now you're being ungrateful and now you don't deserve it. And a lot of people, God, I hope no one that I know takes this personally, but it does apply to a lot of people. And I've said this to many of my clients. The minute you stop doing what got you to a certain point is the moment where the universe starts taking shit away from you, because you don't deserve it if you think that you have to do less work to maintain what got you there in the first place.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the channel. If you like what you saw today, find value in what you saw, please share with your friends and family.
And make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and in the comment sections below, let us know which topics you would like us to cover in the future.